It's used when the patient cannot stand or lie on their side. Again, this is something we do a lot in my hospital in the ER. If the patient comes in after they've pulled their feeding tube out and they've reinserted a feeding tube. This is one of the post films that we'll take after we inject contrast into that new tube to see if it's going into the correct place. So the patient is supine on the bed or stretcher. Their left or right side is in contact with the IR. Does not matter which side. Arms are crossed in the upper chest or above the head. Again, make sure they're comfortable so they're not moving on you. You're going to position it to the part, the vertical grid device aligned to the long axis of the IR. So you want to make sure that the central ray is still perpendicular, right? So still at 90 degrees. The vertical grid is centered 2 inches above the iliac crest. Oh, there's that term again, 2 inches above the iliac crest. This is what it looks like. See, they've got a little light above. It might be a little too much, but adjust the height on the vertical grid to the device to align the two things, the IR and the CR. Collimation should not ever be bigger than 14 by 17. But for a very skinny patient like this guy, I would collimate that down top to bottom. You guys understand what I mean by top to bottom? Anterior to posterior on the patient? Okay.
Would that be though because like where his ribs are, if you look at the ribs, how they're higher?
Yeah.
And you're talking about where his nipples are, correct? From anterior to, is that what you meant when you said that?
Yeah. When I'm saying collimate, I'm
Yes.
saying like this on the image, right? Anterior to posterior as referred to the patient. If I said collimate like this, what does that mean on the patient?
Inferior to superior.
Right, inferior to superior. Alright, I feel like I'm backtracking, sorry. Alright, some structures that you need to see is the vertebral space, air fluid levels, that's what we're looking for. There should be no rotation. So this is gonna look just like, what guys? What does this look just like? The lateral, right? You need to see the superimposition of the ilii, superimposition of the lumbar spine and their pedicles. You should see some of the diaphragm. And you need proper identification to know which side is up. So on this patient, which side is up? What part of their body is down? Dorsal or ventral? Dorsal, right? So here's the posterior ribs. They're not flipped or rotated. The vertebrae are lining up nice and clean, but you've kind of not penetrated through the crest down here, so you can't see that very clearly on here. But probably what they're looking for more is the gas levels in the bowel, okay? Get a lot of bowel at the top here. Make sense? They also put something underneath this patient to help prop them up. So when I take these in the hospital setting, and again, we're looking for the tube that's going into their abdomen, specifically into their stomach, right? When I say stomach, I mean the actual organ, okay? So if this was cropped down to here, do you think I'd get all the stomach?
No.
No, because where's the stomach in this picture? Is it this way or this way?
That way.
No, it's not this way. It should be below, right below the diaphragm, like Craig's saying, okay? So,
That's what I said.
you said you
she's
pointed that way.
pointing to me, I said this way.
I thought you pointed that way
I
too.
did.
So, if this had contrast in it, it would start to highlight. You'd see it right in here, okay? So that's what it's supposed to look like.
Hold on, I'm confused because you said below the diaphragm, right?
Right.
Where's the stomach then?
But when I said should your stomach be up here or down here? Right? Maybe I missaw you, but I thought you were pointing this way.
So the stomach's supposed to be on this side?
Right here. This
Oh,
is-
I was saying like below the diaphragm was this way. I wasn't saying like all the way
Oh, okay,
down.
gotcha,
like,
gotcha. Okay.
Okay, that's what confused me.
Yeah, I
was
saw
like-
you pointing the same direction as Nicole.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's below the diaphragm. That's the
Right.
direction of below the diaphragm.
Okay, let me rephrase this.
Okay.
Is the stomach here or is the stomach here?
Okay.
A?
Stomach is down.
A.
It's
A. Okay. Gotcha.
Now, yeah, I was on the same track as Lisa,
Yeah.
Okay.
not all the way to the left.
Yeah, I was just saying that that was the direction of below the diaphragm.
Okay.
Now I feel like, okay.
Alright, so my point of all that was know what you're looking for on a dorsal decute like this, okay? So if you're looking for contrast or stomach or a tube going in the stomach, right? Or they think that they've perforated their stomach and there might be free air in the abdominal cavity higher, don't clip that diaphragm, okay? If they're looking for a foreign object, maybe that's gone crazy down in the pelvic region, then don't clip the pelvis. Okay, there's all different reasons why you would do this. Okay. So this is an example of a dorsal decube abdomen. This is one of your competencies. Just trying to pull up the competency to show you exactly what I looked at this morning. You guys ready for another song?
Is it by the same guy?
I believe so.
Oh.
We were trying to find more by him yesterday.
He did 2 songs, Nicole said.
Oh.
Yeah.
He only did this and the chest song.
So we were like, we're gonna write into him and be like, we need you to
He
make
might have
more.
already graduated.
That's fine, he can still make more music. Yeah.
I think it was his way of studying. Come on, guys. Do you know how I'm supposed to get this to play?
Doing content. I mean, it looks like it's
Yeah.
with you, so you should just be able to click on the play button.
Pretty good.
Right?
Let's get weird, yeah, let's get weird. They got a little weird. You people got to be a little weird with you.
Let me get to my volume.
Like really, really.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's up all the way.
And I was like, oh, stop it, stop it. Like,
Yeah, we did.
I was trying to find this one. I think I did see this one, but I
We have 2 more slides to go. Hold on. Get this to go to you guys.
Yes.
Here we go.
Which one?
Did you get that here?
No, I got it in there. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. You better not have paid $5 that crap.
No, ma'am.
There we go. You guys have problems with the internet here?
All the
All
time.
the
All the
Terrible.
time.
I've never been able to get my Chromebook to hook up to the Wi-Fi on any campus, Blue River, Penn Valley, this building, like,
Uh-huh.
at all.
Makes my heart happy.
Wow.
I like it. Where are those?
So tight.
I'm not sure. Serious, I can't.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
I love how it says guitar solo.
Yes. I am.
He's moved up, I think, to electric guitar. All right, so
I want to hear it one more time.
that was fun.
Okay, that was great.
Thank you.
Right.
Logan. Oh, yeah, put it back.
Logan.
This is what we're.
Right, yeah, I'm just gonna look, cause like, that's inappropriate, Mom. I'm like, I know.
Okay, if I can do this smoothly, you guys.
You got this. You do. We believe in you.
It really makes me wonder sometimes, like, how did I get this far in my profession as an X-ray tech? Because it's all technology.
That's how I feel on days.
So will we just have 4 positions to compound on for the abdomen?
Yes. Oh, why did we go back to the front? Okay, sorry, guys.
Side 65.
Thank you, Craig. So we don't have much more to go. Is that song stuck in anybody's head now?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, little review here. Which of the following might be used to demonstrate a pneumoperitoneum? All right, how many say A? How many say B? Show of hands. How many say C? And D? Everybody put their hands up. It is D. D is the answer. Yes. Everybody know what a pneumoperitoneum is?
No, air in the peritoneum.
Right, let's break down those med terms, right? Pneumo means air. Peritoneum is the,
Abdominal sac.
thank you, abdominal sac.
Jeez.
See, y'all thought you weren't gonna use that when you went through that silly med term class, right?
Yeah. And you barely making me take it.
That was 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
All right, to include the diaphragm on upright positions, AP projections of the abdomen, the central ray is centered to A, very good. 2 inches above that iliac crest, girl. Girl. All right, so, this poor kiddo, look at those air fluid levels,
So much air.
right? So much air. So it looks spread out on these supine images. It's still supine, but you can't quite see the free air. A maybe a little, but you really see it on the image on the right, right? Image B. We see that right there along the thoracic cavity into the abdomen. Just, you know, that's painful. All right. So left lateral cube, we're still looking for air fluid levels. The white arrows show air and the black arrows show fluid. Everybody see that? Okay. So, some people can't see the fluid at first, so I'm gonna point it out. So black is air, okay? Fluid isn't very clearly defined like on a chest x-ray, but what you start to see is a very sharp line. See that sharp line right there? That's fluid in there, okay? So this person also has a what? Can I see this?
Oh, is that a lead? No.
No?
it's
It's like an insulin pump or a feeding tube.
Feeding tube. A Mickey Mouse button?
Some
Oh.
call it a Mickey button, that's just a brand term, but a lot of times Mickey buttons will be in pediatric patients or someone that might have a disability.
Yeah, we call it a Mickey Mouse
They
button.
tend not to be easy to pull out, that's why they go in peds.
Yeah, my niece and nephew has one.
You guys see the free air in this one? Yep. Who said,
No, I was asking if it was the
Okay.
black strip that the arrow is.
Yep. The yellow arrow is pointing to it. Here are some more examples of free air. Okay. That's a lot of free air.
Why would you have all of that free air?
Maybe they had a long extensive surgery, maybe they were shot. A lot of things can happen. You can have spontaneous perforation of your bowel, that happens. You can have micro leaks in your bowel.
What is a
Little
micro
tiny-
leak?
Micro leaks are little tiny perforations.
Is that due to like backup valves? Like your valves are back up, so you have like perforated like micro leaks?
So you can have microvalves from a couple different reasons. You maybe have been straining, your wall of your bowel is weakened, thin, right? You might have a diverticuli, right, which is like a little outpouching of the wall of your bowel, that then for some reason starts to kind of leak.
I'm not obsessed with poop, I just wanna know.
No,
Like,
it's, I mean, it's important.
yeah,
Wait, can you go back to that?
Sure.
And I guess we had a question just on the top arrow. Would
These
that-
arrows,
Yeah, the yellow arrow
Uh-huh.
on the top, would that be fluid because it's a line?
did everybody hear what Kendall said?
yeah.
So that's more fluid. This is like air as well as air.
Okay.
Right?
And then the bottom one would be air.
Bottom one's hot air.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw that one just now.
Okay. Alrighty. So this is a cross-lateral x-ray of a little kiddo demonstrating free air. You guys see the free air in there? Can you find it?
I can't find it.
This looks very pixelated up here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it does.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like a weird child.
Right.
It's hooked up to.
So little babies, depending on how full term they are, right? Being birthed is a trauma, not only to the mother, but to the baby itself, right? It's amazing that we all make it as far as we do, right? So it can be a traumatic experience to a little kiddo. But take on top of that, if they're not a full term baby, right? That they might experience something like this, okay? What you also might do this for is if the baby is not full term and they're struggling to thrive and they need medication, instead of keep poking those little tiny arms, they'll put umbilical lines in, okay? So those enter from the top and then they go one direction or the other, up into the superior vena cava, superior inferior vena cava, okay? They're called IVC lines. So sometimes they want to check position of that, and so you might go up there and the baby's got a sterile drape and the nurse practitioner, whoever's in there working on the little kiddo, and all you see is a little tiny belly button, right, that's exposed, and they have access to those two arteries, and they can go either direction, send that line up, send that line down, right? So it just gives them a different perspective. You can also take a flat plate, right, or sorry, I used the old term. A supine is
I'm like, what do you want from us?
a supine is or I asked Benny, you better know it now. What is it?
Okay.
Oh, stop! Dang it!
I'm like, I know.
It took me a second.
He was still confused as to what I was asking. You've gotta give him a second.
Yeah,
Exactly,
we're all
okay.
thinking.
So, sorry. If anybody, you get in the hospital and somebody says flat plate, a flat plate is an old term that they still use when I was in school to describe a KUB. Everybody should have a little song. Kidneys, ureter, bladder. Anyway, so there's different reasons why you would do this for a baby. One of them being lines, right? Yes, Nicole.
So you're talking about like premature. So I was a premature baby. I weighed 1 pound and like a couple ounces.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, right here, sorry. See Nicole? Right there, that's a modern medical miracle.
So I'll just get, as you got, some of you know, my birthday is on the 5th. So that tells you how old I'm gonna be.
Not necessarily, I don't know.
Well, just do the math. Back to the story. So
Anyway, okay, so you're a preemie.
So
Go
I was a
on.
preemie. I'll just tell you guys, like, I'll be 38. So anyway, back to the story. The reason why I'm telling you that is I have a bunch of stuff in like my little box because my baby book broke down because it's old, like it's ancient. Literally, it broke down.
Okay.
So I have a bunch of patches and a bunch of leads and a bunch of everything. My mom was one of those people. She had everything.
Okay.
Cause like I had a heart monitor.
So
I
you probably
had.
still have your umbilical cord somewhere. Got it?
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah, I got lots of things. So I have like patches. I'm not gonna bring.
I'm
them.
gonna tell you if you had an IVC or any of that, you're probably not. You probably don't have that in that box.
I don't know. I have weird things,
Right.
but I
I'm
have like
tempted to
a,
ask you to bring it in and show me, but
I have like a really cool heart surgery scar.
okay. You probably have a very extensive history, Nicole.
Yes, I do.
Interesting. So again, I'm gonna point out her age and how tiny she was for that time. For that time, it's amazing that she is alive
Yeah.
and well.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Okay. It's so amazing what we do now,
Yeah.
but back then we weren't doing the things that we were doing.
Yeah, because they had to
Okay.
do lots of things.
Sorry, I'm going over, but I want to click
No.
through these because these are questions. All right, clicker question. What is this projection?
Right lateral. Right lateral.
I'm gonna pick on somebody. Kendra, what do you think? Very good. It's an AP, left lateral decubitus. How did you come up that it's a left lateral decubitus besides other people were saying it? Right, so she saw the marker. Okay.
But what if we, Kendra, with the shoes? It was you, right?
Yes.
You said it, Kendra, was you? Whoa, okay. I'll ask you later. Go
Okay.
ahead. Move on.
Clicker question. Don't answer all at once. I'm gonna pick on somebody. What is this projection and position? Cheyenne.
Left lateral. I don't know. Hold on, wait.
Take a second. You got the first part right, so it's a lateral, so is it A or B?
A.
It's A because why?
Because they're dorsal.
Because they are dorsal. Everybody see the arrow up, right? So if this was just a lateral, it would also be oriented different, and there would be no arrow, right? Because a left lateral, the patient's able to stand, okay? Or lay on their side on the table. All right, what's this? Don't talk all at once. Who don't I ever pick on? Kinsey. an AP upright. What's your indicator that's an AP upright? There's no marker on here. What are you picking apart on this picture?
I was just going off the image, like how
Right, tell me.
it's displayed, I guess. I don't
Okay.
really know how to.
But what are you seeing? What looks different in this? They got a lot of gas, girl. But what's the gas doing? It's not spread out all over, it's,
Like going upward.
right, so you see the arrows, those are key things, but the gas kind of stops like this, right? Okay. All right, Maddie, what do you think of this one? Very good. So, critique, this is great. There is what on this image that's not on an upright? Cubic synthesis, ding, 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 ding. So, what should we also get maybe on this? The diaphragm, so you might have to fudge up and get a second image. You guys remember that from the first day we started talking about this? Sometimes people
It's okay
require
to put
two.
it, right?
Yeah, sometimes they require two. Sometimes they require 4. You gotta get all the soft tissue that's maybe hanging out. All right, let's see, who else don't I pick on? Raina, what do you think? So let's start with the projection. Is this a lateral or AP? Okay. Do you think it's a dorsal to cube or a right lateral? Why? So, right lateral. Why do you think it's a right lateral? Right, and it's hung upright, correct? Okay, very good. So this is a lateral, right lateral, not a decube. And that's it. Okay? That is all of the abdomen. So go forth and do your boot camp and your workbook. Would you like, this is a little sort of housekeeping check. Would you like either a in-class quiz, 0 points, or would you like a little canvas quiz for a few points? Canvas. Now it'll be time. You don't have all the time in the world. Okay. Alright. So I can do that. Nicole hasn't made one of those, but I can use the slides and stuff and the images that you've seen. Okay. So then I will build one. Yes, of course. Which time we were there. Sorry. I know, but I can't put a marker on everything. You're not sitting there flipping through pages on the internet or you're going back and forth with your book frantically.
Who decided what? I mean, I'm not everybody.